Hey, you guys, it's Jerry Morgan with Code Blue Computing. It's time to talk nerdy to me. You know you want to. So it's a National Cybersecurity Month, and all month long we're going to be talking about ways that you can be looking at the security you may or may not have in place for your business, and really use this as a springboard to be doing some things that maybe you haven't been doing up until this point. So many times I've heard this phrase before, that a doctor that has himself for a patient is, well, I'm not going to say it, but it rhymes with a ghoul. A doctor who has himself for a patient, he rhymes with a ghoul. And why is that true for doctors? And why is that true for IT and security, information security for your business right now? Well, the truth is that things over the last 18 months, 2 years, things have changed significantly as it pertains to protecting your business, protecting your data, protecting your money. So what are some things that you should have in place for your business right now? Every business right now, a really good starting point is to get a third-party cybersecurity assessment. Really get a deep dive into how you are doing business, what applications you're using, what hardware you're using, what the needs of your company are, what data is being stored on that network. If you're running credit cards, how's that doing? You really need to get a deep dive of all these things to really identify where you might have some issues. But what I will tell you, as we go out and visit with business owners, we run into a lot of companies that are either completely self-managed for their IT. They don't have an outside provider coming in to help guide that situation at all. Or many times we'll run into companies that they have their uncles, brothers, best friends, neighbor is good with computers, and he manages their computers. And the thing is, right now, it's not really about computers repair, that type of stuff. It's really about getting someone in there that has taken the time to look at security. So these are some of the things that you should have in place as a business owner. I mean, you should have a strong firewall in place. The leased equipment from Comcast, it's a router/firewall. That's not going to work. You need to get a strong firewall as a first layer of protection for your organization, right? Another thing that you need to have in place, you need to have monitoring in place so that you can identify if someone is trying to brute force their way into your company. We've got a couple of CPAs that we take care of that we were able to identify that there were hundreds of attempts of people trying to break into that network. But if you don't have those monitoring pieces in place, you don't know that's happening, and you're putting yourself at risk. You need a strong antivirus in place that's managed and maintained. And really those old school antiviruses that are file based, those aren't really going to cut it right now, right? You want to have anti-spam programs in place to try and keep your employees from getting those phishing emails. But you know what? They're still probably going to come through to some degree. And so really doing security training for our employees is important as well. So as you can see, kind of the days of not having someone come in and help you work your way through some of these threats that are out there can be problematic for companies. So again, my name is Jerry Morgan. I own Code Blue Computing right here in Denver, and we provide cybersecurity services and IT support services to businesses throughout the region. So if you have any questions for me, I want you to pop them in the chat below, or if you want to private message them to me, that's fine as well. But we're going to be talking about cybersecurity all month long. And just remember, a doctor that has himself for a patient, he rhymes with ghoul. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and you have a great day. Thanks. Bye.